Hi guys, Sandy Ingram, welcome. First, let's talk about the money auction that happens in Iraq daily. Stay with me guys, stay with me. For background, the US dollar is important to the Iraqi economy since the fall of Saddam. Now, the interesting part of this entire story is how Iraq gets the dollars. Iraq has an account with the Federal Reserve Bank in New York, which draws down money on Iraq's oil reserves. Now, pallets of $100 bills are flown into Baghdad, where the Central Bank of Iraq takes possession of said dollars. The CBI then sells these dollars in daily auctions to Iraqi banks and to money transferring firms in exchange for Iraqi dinars. Let me repeat that. In exchange for Iraqi dinars. Now, there is a lot of talk about corruption within the auction, but what I want you to focus on is this. The Central Bank of Iraq collects Iraqi dinars left and right every day in the auctions. Never, ever forget this fact. What is the CBI doing with all the Iraqi dinars? Now, let's turn the page, but bookmark what I just explained to you. Let's turn the page to Kuwait, not only because Kuwait is Iraq's neighbor, but because they have the highest value currency in the world. And how did Kuwait get to this status? Well, for one, the Kuwaiti money is hard, very hard, difficult to come by. It is not, and I repeat, it is not plentiful like the Iraqi dinar or even the US dollar. Secondly, Kuwait too is an oil-rich nation. But there is a downside. There are large groups of people in Kuwait who will never be able to afford a home. They are renters for life because the cost of living in Kuwait is so very, very high. Now, back to the first section of this video. If the Iraqi bank is collecting billions of Iraqi dinars daily, oh yes, they are making a lot of loans to the Iraqi people, but still they are making their money scarce. S-C-A-R-C-E, scarce. So what would they need to do in order to flip the scenario and increase the value of their currency? Well, one thing they could do would create a new currency, like Kuwait did, and provide a window of time when people could exchange the old Iraqi dinars for the new currency. Or they could go digital. But where does either of these ideas leave us as investors? We're not big business, global banks, and other governments who also hold Iraqi dinars. Of course, they will be given a special exchange opportunity. We're individual investors. Here's what I want you to do immediately. Get a valid passport. The channel will keep you up to date on more suggestions as we move closer to Iraq having over $100 billion in the foreign currency reserves. There are ways that you and I will be able to fly into the Middle East for very little money. But we need to prepare for this option now.